Hi guys, this is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations. If you hear kind of like a motory sound, I have a space heater going next to me because I'm just a little chilled this morning. Howard's being kind of a nuisance, so he may pop in here. And because I said that, he's now climbing in his basket to be good, I hope. No? He can't decide. He's been actually crazy today. There's Howard. Say hi, everybody. Sit down. And so the reason I'm on, hi, Safia, is I've been buying some stuff and I've been going to do various different hauls. Hi, Nettie. But you know what? We're going to do everything I've bought in one. So, because we've gone to, I went to Joann's by myself, and then we went to a Goodwill, and then we went to Ollie's, Ollies. And I don't have everything here, but I will try to remember what I picked up where. But we're going to start with the Joann's. And I could not resist, they sell their little shopping bags. Couldn't resist this one. Could I? These are like $1.99. And this makes a great project bag for when you're out and about and traveling. So let's pull some things out of the bag. What's in the bag? Well, they had Butterick patterns on sale. So I picked up this cute one. And it comes with the pattern for the little kerchief and everything. And I forgot to do this thing again to get rid of the autofocus. I can't stand the autofocus. A lot of people like it. I don't like it. It messes with my head. So I picked up some fabric so I could make the little dress with the shorts. Hi, Gail. So let me show you the fabrics that I picked up. This was Butterick 69.51. And I will also mention this one would work for Project Dress a Girl. So if you're going to do Project Dress a Girl this year, this pattern is a newer pattern and it would work for Project Dress a Girl. It has only elastic in it. So there's no button snaps, none of the zippers, none of the closures. The elastic is in the neckline, I believe, because it doesn't call for anything else except bias tape and thread. So let me go. I'll do this one first. So this was one of the closeout fabrics that they're currently running 60% off the current closeout price. So I got this little green, and I don't have my receipt here. So I got that. So I went looking up in the quilters, just the regular quilters cotton, for something that read a solid but wasn't a solid. So I'm going to make this the dress, and this will be the shorts. And I think they look cute together. And I'll probably, if I have enough, which I should, do the little handkerchief too. But we'll see. So that'll be one little set. And then more closeout fabrics. And there was not enough out of one to make the dress. But if I make a mixed fabric, I got this one. And ready? This one. And I think they go pretty good. So the two together are going to make the dress. And then for the shorts, again, I went up front because the regular quilters cotton was on sale for $6.99 a yard. But I think I got a different one, because this is a solid. So this is either Kona cotton or Symphony broadcloth. I can't remember, but I thought it would be cute for the shorts. So those two will be the dress, and that'll be the shorts. And those are not for Project Dress a Girl. Those are for something else. And then I got the rest of the things you needed. So I got bias tape and thread for this little dress. And I got the bias tape and thread for this little dress set. And oh, whoop, the 1/2 inch elastic. And I got the non-roll elastic. It's different than regular elastic because it's supposed to prevent it from spinning inside a waistband. But another thing you can do to help alleviate that is once you get your elastic in and you get it, the fabric kind of evenly spaced around your waistline, at the side seams, you can just sew across, through both layers of fabric and the elastic. Just do a straight stitch at the side seams, and that will help prevent any rolling as well. That's just a little quick sewing tip. And that was my Joann's. Let me put these back in the bag. I will pre-wash the fabric, especially since some of it is closeout and you just don't know, So there was that. So that was the Joann's. And then we also went to Pop Shelf. I forgot about that. We went to Pop Shelf too. So let's do the Goodwill next because it's setting in the Pop Shelf bag. All right. So at the Goodwill, this is one of those bundles that you can get at Walmart, 3 yards for $8. But this is marked $4.99, but this color was 50% off. So I got 3 yards of fabric for $2.50. It looks like a linen. If I had scissors, I'd cut the band off. But this is black 3 yards of linen for $2.50. And then we found some stuff because I love miniatures. And so I told Scott he could have this. This is something for doll houses as well. See, it's got a little slit in the bottom. I think it's like a rail for a porch or something. But that was $1.99. But Scott said he could use that, so I'm going to let him have that. But I thought how cute it would be to do some little. I have little. They're not chipboard. They're a very thin MDF board, little blocks that I got from Saw Crafters before she shut down. So I was thinking how fun it could be to design and make little miniatures to go in, make little rooms out of those little cubes. I'll pull the little cubes out and show them to you Wednesday. But anyway, this is cornice ceiling molding for a dollhouse. It was normally $5.99 and I got it for $1.99. So it's just like the crown molding I have in this room. See up there at the top? So I thought that could be fun. I'll have to go out in the garage and use Scott's tools. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Hi, Ian. Cheryl got her postcard. That's good. Ann got her postcard. Hi, Peg. Doing pretty good. Still tired. We that high wind we had the other day finally snapped 2 of the fence posts that were rotten to begin with. They were kind of basically just barely holding the fence up to keep the dog in. But that wind snapped them. So we're working on fence repair. So again, I'm having to take Bernadette out on a lead because I can't just put her in the yard because half of it's completely unfenced. All right. Went to Goodwill. We went to Pop Shelf. And, there's another Goodwill. Hold. Let's finish Goodwill first. Like I said, I've been going and thrifting and doing. I got this Cascade yarn fix of something for $1.99. It's a really interesting cotton. It's kind of stretchy. I've never seen it before. It's 98.3% cotton, 1.7% spandex. And let's see, it's a 50-gram ball. So it would make one sock, according to Vicky. Machine wash warm, lay flat to dry. So I might go to Cascade Yarns and see if I could find more about it. It says it was made in Brazil, but that was just a little skein, and it was $1.99, a little bit more than I normally would pay for it. And they bought it originally, the people that got it, was from the Crafty Needle in Elmore, Ohio for $5.99. So I'm not sure if that business is still around or not. I don't even know where Elmore, Ohio is. And then this one, the stickers are covering everything. Everything. So this was picked up at Tuesday morning. That's a Tuesday morning label. They got it on sale, $2.99. I got it for 99 cents. This one's not stretchy. What I was wondering is if I pair the two together, like so, if I could make a dishcloth out of it. You know, I'd hold the two strands together and then crochet it. I might try that. So that was 99. And then the last thing I got, I don't know if I have enough to make anything, but I was intrigued because this is silk. It says it's 30% cashmere, 10% acrylic, 60% silk. And I got this for $3.99. When I found the bag, it only had one, and I knew with it being this size bag that there had to be more. So I started digging, and I found the other two skeins and put them back in the bag. I don't know why people do that. Just leave it in the bag or open it up, look at it, and then close the bag. It is, I don't know, Corinne yarns. I can't make out what that says. I don't know. The weather is nuts. It's chilly here this morning. It's 59 degrees out there right now. So that was it, a Goodwill now. So that was my Goodwills. And I don't think Scott found anything this time when we went to Goodwill. Then we went to Pop Shelf. I say Pop Shop. It's Pop Shelf. And you can get this at the Dollar Tree too. This Sprayway, it says world's best glass cleaner. And it's true. This is the best glass cleaner I've ever had in my entire life. It's ammonia-free, streak-free shine. If you're going to do like all of your windows for spring cleaning, I'd get this stuff. This was at Pop Shelf. It was $3. I don't know if it's cheaper at Dollar Tree because, you know, it used to be Dollar Tree, but now it's like whatever amount. So you might get it cheaper at their sister, the Dollar Tree. And then Bon Maman Blackberry Preserves. And I think this was like $4 or $5, but it's like in the cute jar, so why not? And then Scott got some of these to try. He loves zebra pens, and I'll give these to him. I'll put them in his room. This is a Z Grip zebra pen. He likes, this has a bold point. He usually gets fine tips, but I'll let him give those a try. And then my highlighters, they're getting to where they act like they're fresh when you first go to highlight something, like I do when I pay a bill off on my little chart. I highlight it to know that I've already paid it that month. So anyway, these were just a couple dollars there at Pop Shelf. And you get a cute bag that you can reuse for something else. Now we went to Ollie's yesterday, and we went in there to look for bike hooks because Greg has a bike and it's been in the bonus room, kind of in the way. So I told Scott if we got bike hooks, we could hang it in one of the sheds and just get it up out of the way. So Oh, let me scroll back and see what you are. There's Mitzi. There's where Peg came in. That's I'm gonna have to see if I can look some of those yarns up because I've never heard of them. Oh dear. Sophia's been decorating. Yep, we get this at now I know Pop Shelf carries it. World Market carries it as well, but for like $6.99 a jar. And then I think you can get it at Dollar Tree too, but I don't know. But Pop Shelf has it. There was something in Pop Shelf that it was very, very scent heavy. So if you have allergens at all, Pop Shelf might be causing you trouble. Maybe wear a mask and take an allergy pill before you go. Just a lot scent heavy. Mitzi says she gets it in raspberry. I just saw this one that said blackberry preserves, and I love blackberry and raspberry. This one doesn't have any seeds in it, so that'll be good. All right, now Ollie's. At Ollie's, we went for the bike hooks, and then we bought other things, like $58 worth of other things. But let me show you what I got. We got windshield wipers for the truck for like $3 a piece at Ollie's. And they're still in the truck. So I don't have those. And then I saw this thing, $3.99, to go in my garden shed to hold my small. I have like an English trowel that's like 2 feet long, just an English trowel. And some other little hand tools that I'd like to have them where they could just be plugged into the wall. So for $3.99, I got this, and it's spring action. So you just push them in, pull them out. And let's see. Next. This is just random. Oh. And Scott bought additional bike hooks. So, but these are the bike hooks we got. They were $3.99. You know, you can just screw them in and then hang stuff on them. So that was a good deal. But I was on my way to the register, and they had these Gloria Vanderbilt, Amanda, the original slimming jean. They only went up to a size 18, but I've been losing weight. So, and it has supreme stretch. And I about fell over when I saw the original price tag on these. $48. I got them for $7.99. And I just thought they were cute with the flowers on them. I just love them. So I need to take the tags off those and pre-wash those and make sure they aren't going to shrink too far. And then, oh, she wrapped this separate. Scott knows I absolutely adore maple flavored candies. I wait for Easter for Russell Stover's maple eggs. And only the Walgreens had them this year. And I've had my 2 for this year of that. But then Scott saw this, and I will eat this like a small piece. I won't be eating a lot of it because it's fudge. Look, maple fudge, Francine's fudge. And it was $4, normally $6.99. And let's see, it says there's 8 servings in here. Oh, it says put it in the refrigerator prior to serving. Remove the tray from the box, cut, film, and remove, and pull all 4 sides of the tray away from the fudge. Turn your tray upside down to pop out the fudge as a block. Cut and serve. So I'll probably do that and then cut it into the 8 servings, put it back in the pan, put it back in the box, and slide it in the fridge. So that was sweet of him to see that and think of me. Oh, yeah. And I told you, Scott, I only needed 2 for the bike, but then he went and bought 4 more of these because you get 2 to a package for $3.99. Something's making my nose itch. And these are the receipts from we actually went into Ollie's twice. Oh, and we got a 50-foot garden hose for $12.99 at Ollie's, and the 8 ounces. Oh, that was the walnut fudge that Scott found. Yeah, so we paid $12.99 for a garden hose because we have a tile cutter for when we get ready to do the tile in the bathroom. We're getting it set up. He's got all of the lines marked in the bathroom so we can start on the tile. But he's read a bunch of articles about what burns the motors out on the tile cutters is the recirculation of the dirty water. So his idea is to have a 5-gallon bucket of water for the machine to pull from to cool it. And then we've got the garden hose attached to the tray. So the wastewater will go straight out across the yard. So I thought that was a good idea. That's why he got the garden hose. Now, let me see. All right. We bought on the way out, we always get us a little candy bar and share it. And he got some kind of Snickers, like health bar. I didn't even taste it because he was sitting over there going, this is awful. And he was trying to eat it. And he's going, God, this is awful. And I'm like, well, why are you keep eating it? But he got that awful Snicker healthy bar thing. And I got a 3-ounce Kit Kat that was dark chocolate and raspberry flavored. And it was one of those, it was 2 bars in one. So I ate 1 bar and I let him have the other. And those both were like, the nasty Snicker bar was $1.99 and the Kit Kat was $1.49. The raspberry with dark chocolate Kit Kat was amazing. That was so good. That was our sweet for the day. And then let's see, Scott's thrown these in and I didn't even see these. He loves these things. Blue Diamond almonds with the bold wasabi and soy. So those and the zebra pens need to go in with him. And then because Vicky said she'd never heard of rock painting or something to that effect. Hi, Janet Nash. So they had this beginner's rock painting, simple step-by-step techniques for $2.99. So I couldn't resist. It was normally $15.99. I love going to Ollie's. They have awesome books that cycle through. And I bought this because, look, I thought of Nettie. Look at the sloth, Nettie. Isn't he cute? But they got all these little ideas for pets and stuff. But the ones that really intrigued me, they did mandala or mandala. Oh, there you go. On a rock. And I know we have a YouTuber that does rock painting and does the dots. So there's dot painting there. But there was some that were more intricate designs. Oh, and look, they use their letter stamps to stamp their messages on the rocks. I like to do positive messages, and my sister drops them around University of South Carolina for some of the students to kind of cheer them on. Oh, and here they did napkins on rocks. And then you can put a message on there. I love to put the messages on. I think Scott gets a hoot out of helping me put the rocks about. Well, now I can't find the ones I wanted to show you. But there is a National Day of Friendship, I think it's called, that's about leaving rocks around that you've painted for encouragement. They do paint pouring in here. Talk about hand lettering. Well, I'm not seeing it. That's okay. We'll share it when I do. So there was that. And then I got some Dove Beauty Bar. I know you're dying to know, but 4 bars for $4.49. And this one says it's moisturizing, which right now we're dry as can be. And then I saw stacks of these. No price, no price. And Scott says, well, just get one. And I was like, no, I'd like to know how much they are. He said, just pull one down. And then I pulled it down and I looked on the bottom. They put the sticker on the bottom. So I got this for $7.99. It's for yarn storage because it looks like it's been knit, doesn't it? Hi, Gigi. So that was my haulage. And I can show you an update. I gotta let I guess it's Tippy is out here. Did you get cold enough? Go lay down in front of the heater and behave. Come on, boo, boo. Now. Stop with your ear. So I got 4 rows put together. Tippy, please move before you kill me. So it's coming together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 rows together. And then when I get 2 more sets of 4, then I'll work at putting the 3 units together. And I'm thinking on the edge over here, where the little bump outs are here. Well, no, this is hard. There. Where do a half of a granny hexie. So the edges would be straight. So I might not get mine done in time to be included in the parade of these, but I'm loving how this is turning out. So I'm going to help Scott with the fence probably today. If we do that, we might just let the concrete cure until next weekend, but that just means I have to take the dog out every time she's got to go potty. So these have to be written in the checkbook. That's it. I just wanted to share because I know a lot of people like our hauls. Scott's vegging this morning. We had a rough night. It was like 8 o'clock when we finally set the 2 posts we had. And then we had to go. We were starving. So we went to Wendy's, which was a big mistake because his hamburger was like it just came out of the refrigerator. It was awful. We were just too tired and it was too late to be eating. I don't like to eat after 7 o'clock because if I do, then I can't sleep. I can't lay down. And so we went there and then we had to take one of the lawnmower's blades back because the riding lawnmower takes a different blade than the one we bought. So we took that and got a refund on that. We bought 1 more fence post because we're just going to put in a smaller gate instead of having a double open gate because we never back into the backyard down there anyway. So we'll just do a walkthrough. The gate will be wide enough that Scott can drive the riding lawnmower through the gate if he wants to. Foods that make us sick is anything sweet or too many carbs. We don't eat a lot of sweets. Like this will probably last me a long time if my sleep eater doesn't get in there. The key with this Monjaro that I'm on is you cannot overeat or you will be so sorry. You will not be able to sleep. It'll feel like when you have hit full, you can feel it right here. It feels like the food is about to come up through your esophagus. That's when it's time to stop eating. It works a dream, and my blood glucose is down right at just below 100 or just slightly a few points above. I think my highest in the last few weeks has been 128, which is great for me because mine was running like 160 or more. So yeah. Yeah, the once a week shots are different than the daily pill. We were on Ribelsis, and we didn't have as many side effects with that as this, but it did not work as well. I don't think. I don't think my numbers improved that quickly on the Ribelsis, but the Manjaro they did. And Scott's, we went and just bought Scott all these size 36 jeans, and he was walking out of them in the backyard yesterday. He needs a new belt. His belt doesn't. He can't go any smaller, and the belt is rotting, and we need to go find something. But I have lost about 17 pounds, and Scott's lost about 20 maybe. So yeah, the weight's just coming off because you can't eat. When I first started it, it was really like one egg was breakfast. That was it. And maybe a cup of coffee. Oh, and another thing, Penny lost 65. Yeah, it works, but this may be too personal and you may say, ooh, but because it slows your digestion, you have to be careful of constipation. That's been an issue. Just putting that out there. So keep that in mind. Maybe, make sure you're getting some fiber and drink lots of water. And side effects that we don't like are Scott gets ocular migraines with it. It lasts about an hour when he gets one, and he has to like just sit with his eyes closed because he gets the flashing white lights. It passes, but it hurt. You get a bad headache, and it's usually right here, a real bad headache. And I just gave myself my shot this morning. Scott gave his yesterday, and usually it's not the day I give my injection or he gives his. It's the day after and the day after that when we have we just don't want much to eat. Our hands and feet get really cold, and we get those headaches, and you got to watch for constipation. So just putting that out there for anybody that's never used the daily shot thing, just, so you know. But the overall thing is I'm protecting my kidneys so I don't end up on dialysis, because nobody wants to end up on dialysis. I'm telling you, you don't want to end up on dialysis if you can help it at all. It's a required thing you have to do. Once you hit there, you spend half of a day, 2 to 3 times a week, going and having your blood cleansed. You don't want to do that. Yep. Marty, you get ocular migraines. When I was working at Cracker Barrel, I got so sick there. It was just so stressful to work there. I had extreme migraines. I was having to go and get a shot because the pain was so much. I can't remember what that was called. And then she gave me this prescription for like 3 pills and to stay put when you take it and just lay still until it took effect. I can't remember the name of that meds. And my stomach was awful. I was living on Tums and Pepto-Bismol just to try to keep from feeling like I was going to throw up all the time because I was so full of anxiety. So that was a learning curve. I only worked there for like 3 to 4 months, and that was enough. I just couldn't do it. Scott's on lisinopril for blood pressure, and that protects your kidneys too. The lisinopril is the one I couldn't take because it caused the constant cough to the point where it was affecting my life, and it was just so annoying, and I couldn't lay down. I couldn't sit up. I was just coughing constantly. So I take losartan instead. Okay, he's digging on the digger, not the house. They've destroyed the trim. See where they destroyed the trim on the door? And so I got them a digger. And when they really want my attention, they ignore the digger and they go straight for the door because they know that'll get me jumping. So anyhow, and Marty's on the losartan. So I freely share what I'm on because I find that, I know all about HIPAA and stuff, but this is my personal information and I don't care who knows. And it might help somebody to talk with their doctor, because if I have some kind of symptoms and this is why I take something, they might want to bring it up with their doctor. Hey, I'm having this or that, and I've heard there's this medicine available. Do you think that's right for me? So you have to make it a personal thing with your own physician. And of course, now Tippy's going to play with the innards of a tape roll. He just took it in the hallway. Yep, you can give your own information. The doctors aren't supposed to, unless you sign a release, which I did for Scott and Greg to get access. Because if I get in a condition where they need that information, I've gone ahead and signed those papers so that they can get access to it, so they know what's going on. And that's about it. Anybody else got anything cool planned? Gonna help Scott with the fence. Oh, I have a Band-Aid on because the fence posts that we used had been in the yard for a while, and we had 3 fence posts. And the reason we had the fence post is we used the round fence posts to move the heavy doghouse. We did it just like on the Flintstones. You lay the rolls down and then you roll the doghouse along. You grab one of them, go back over to the other side. You roll it a little ways. You grab one and roll back. Yeah, that's why we had the fence post. Yeah, it is. It is. I think the more we share, the better it is for our friends, because they might not have ever heard of something, and they might be never talking to their doctor about some kind of symptom, or they forget. This is my thing. If I don't write it down before I go and have a list available, I'll just go in, yeah, I'm fine. I'll totally forget to talk to the doctor about something. So yeah, I've taken to making lists about it. So, oh no. Oh, that has to hurt. But anyway, I dug splinters out this morning. One was right in the crease of my digit there. So right where it bent, there was a huge sliver. And then over here, and then there's 2 smaller ones. No matter how much I dug, I couldn't get them out. Cleaned it really, really good with rubbing alcohol. Then I put triple antibiotic with a pain reliever because it's just throbbing and it's pink and it's swollen under there. So I'm thinking today we will grab gloves before we touch the fence panels. Oh, that's another thing we bought. 6 foot by 8 foot fence panels. Oh my God, ton. I pulled something in my back. And I'm thinking in a couple days, I'm going to be in the recliner crocheting because I'm not going to be able to move. Luckily, when we got to the truck with them, this farmer and his wife, they stopped and he helped Scott get the panels in the truck. And his wife said, y'all wouldn't have gotten it. And I'm thinking, who do you think loaded it on this cart? So, yeah. And we've got this strapping young guy, but he can't read body language very good. So he's not real easy to work with. But I'm hoping he'll wake up when it's time for fence panel moving. I just can't believe how much they weigh. And I can't believe how much a 6 foot by 8 foot section of fence costs. Tippy wants my attention. That's why he's acting crazy. He's got his nails out. He's running like a madman. They were $69.98 a panel. They used to be like $35. Well, you are too, Peg, so you don't be dropping grinders on yourself. Yeah. And Greg starts his new job on Tuesday. He helped me mow the lawn Friday. So we got that. Nettie, don't egg him on. So we got that mowed so that the yard people don't from the city come around and fuss. They're already fussing about Greg's old car. Oh, let me tell you guys, Peg's getting a tool chest, and that reminded me when we lived in Greenville, we bought Scott's sister a toolbox because she had all of these old tools that had been their Uncle Jesse's and their grandfather's. So we went and we got her a toolbox and we put the tools in there. Well, somebody broke in the garage and stole the tool chest and all the tools. They stole Adele's bicycles out of the garage, and who knows what else they stole out of there. So she has installed security cameras now, changed the lock to where it's not accessible, and it just really ticked us off. But I don't know. It kind of looks like nobody lives there anymore because she doesn't have anybody mowing the lawn like she had been, and she's let the side yard. It's just a hot mess and a half. But and even in the mailbox, we probably have mail up there. My Mother Earth News was still going up there, even though I put in a change of address. So I said, well, that's fine. I just won't renew because they keep sending it to the wrong place. And then my nephew and his wife, they keep using that address. And that's where our Christmas card. So our Christmas card from this year is probably sitting up there in the mailbox. And then at one point, the postal person had put in their vacant house. And so I guess anybody walking by would say, oh, it's a vacant house. Last time we went up there, the great big house that's just down the street, for some reason, it has, they have the little house that we were staying in as 1409 instead of 1413, but 1409 is that great big massive house. Well, anyway, their title for their car was in the little house's mailbox because it was labeled 1409, and that's where the post office, I don't know. It's just, I told Adele she needs to get that squared away, especially with taxes. She does not want to be taxed on that mansion that's up the road. That little house is not even 700 square feet, I don't think. So yeah, I guess Scott and I need to go up just to check the mail, and I would love to go up and just go thrifting up in Travelers Rest because that's my favorite Goodwill in South Carolina, the one in Travelers Rest. And Travelers Rest is a hot arts community. They do a lot of arts up there, and it's only like 15-20 minutes, and I'm in the mountains, and I'm like, well, we are kind of in the foothills there, but it only takes a minute and you're in the Blue Ridge. So I know. Oh, and they stole those lovely aluminum lounge chairs. They stole those off the porch. Took them right off the porch. Scott and Adele were so upset because they were so happy to have those lounge chairs because Aunt Marietta and Uncle Jesse would sit in their living room in those lounge chairs and watch TV. So yeah, there's a huge drug problem in the Greenville area. So they'll steal anything that they can sell off to somebody and get their drugs. It's really bad up there. So anyway, yep, I hate thieves too. I get a job, even thrift stuff. Don't steal somebody else's hard work. That just really irritates me. Marty's found the angry face. Ooh. So, oh, my sister Robin is in Florida. They went to Star Wars Day at Disney. They were having a blast, getting well tanned and everything. And that was it. Hi, Kathy. I have showed my haul, and I'm just sitting here chit-chatting with you guys. It's after 11 already. We just finished breakfast and took meds, so yeah. I guess we're going to have to pretend that we're ready to get back out there, but I was using a sledgehammer. Oh, and that thing weighed a ton. I can definitely tell in another day I'm going to have some real heating pad time coming. All right, guys. Ann's says they're having beautiful weather. I told you Cocoa Beach is where my sister was hanging out for the day. Yes, having a blast. Exactly. And they've bought themselves a backpack, red robot. I don't know. To each their own. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.